Hey folks, Jay Barino here, and welcome back. We're playing the Tides of Darkness remake in Warcraft 3, created by Lord Perenolde II. We're on to Chapter 2 of Act 3, the Razing of Tyr's Hand. We got two new factions last time. It's unclear to me who we will be playing as, like who the main focus is of Act 3. I like the idea of the Burning Blade clan. I learned a little lore about them from you all in the comments last time. I appreciate that. I didn't realize they didn't have a chieftain and all of that stuff. Okay, send me in.
With the capture of the Elven Runestone, Gul'dan has been able to warp the power it contains to mutate an entire legion of his loyal and ruthless ogres into wielders of arcane magics. Along with this transformation, these ogre magi have been granted deadly magics and a malicious cunning rivaling that of Gul'dan himself. You are to employ the Ogre Magi in the creation and defense of a fortress at the mouth of Tyr's Bay, cutting off the human supply lines into Quel'Thalas.
The Burning Blade has gone rogue and scattered throughout the Northlands. The Storm Reavers have set a foothold at Caer Darrow for further studies on the Elven Runestone. Deeming his trust still premature over the Ogre Magi, Doomhammer has summoned you at Tyr's Bay to command the Blacktooth Grin in this delicate mission. Their standout defense will be a key asset in protecting the fortress against the Stromgarde assault. Blacktooth Grin. Oh, they have those turtles. Those really good turtles. I don't know if we'll be able to build those on this mission, but those were good turtles. It seems like this is the Orc defense-focused crew. I sort of thought that the Cyan that we played as previously was sort of defensive focused, but that was kind of more like sneaky, utility focused, not necessarily full on defense. Okay, look for some gold, please. Look for some gold. There it is. Yes. Okay. That's pretty far away, unfortunately. Sort of want to look around and see what's on our island. Decent, fine start so far, but just very far away, and we want to start getting some lumber here soon, too. I like to look around my entire island where possible. We've got a lot of trees here, it looks like. The sooner that we can get to a fortress, the better. 55k, 54.5k. It's feeling pretty good to just get this fully saturated, and then we can worry about lumber, because we do have a lot of lumber to start. Let's get one more peon started, and then we can get another pig farm. I can't tell if our island ends there on the left or what. Oh, okay. Help. Help. They're not doing a ton of damage, it's just they slow us down like this. Okay, so these were on our starting island, it looks like. We'll read about our units here in a moment. Send these back here. Okay, let's go double pig farm here. That's decently saturated, then we're going to come and bring some down here for lumber. Yeah, getting up to a stronghold fast. I think we just save our gold after this and get a stronghold so that we can get a scout. That's, like, absolutely crucial. We need to be able to scout outside of our borders here. And until we get more boats... Ooh, goblin gunboat. I'll do a little bit of scouting here, but I'm nervous. I don't want to antagonize... Well, there's some oil. I don't want to antagonize an enemy fleet too early. That's the thing about Warcraft 2. It's like you're like right on the cusp of like. Wait, didn't I start with 1,000 lumber? What did I spend lumber on? Oh, pig farms. Okay, well we need 1,000 lumber again in order to.
All systems go. I'm on top of it. I can handle it.
In order to go stronghold, but that's okay. We're making our workers here. Okay, and then one down there. So a big key here is going to be trying to figure out where they land and just getting a group of gunboats that can pick them off on their way in. If they can't land in the first place, then, that's ideal. Okay, let's maybe do a little scouting over here. This is far enough away from my base. I'm willing to sacrifice this gunboat if it at least can find what is where. This looks like a solid island to expand to it for lumber at the very least. All right, we can go to Stronghold now. All right, let's read about our stuff. The war chief has ordered you to build a fortress at the mouth of Tyr's Bay so that the Horde may cut off supplies between elven and human realms. Once your icon of dread has arisen, the nearby paladinate of paladins? Paladinate? Is that maybe like the Order of Paladins? Is that just a word I've never heard of? Of Tyr's Hand will send their holy warriors in hope of destroying your abominable palace. Hold out till they retreat. Okay. Cool, so we can increase our armor on our buildings. We can make those goblin towers. Damages tight clusters of units. Armored defensive tower armed with goblin warheads. Essentially a cannon tower with 3 times less damage than a guard tower, but 3 times as fast in attacking. So it's an interesting mix. So it has that minimum range. It does splash damage and shoots really fast. So high armor is going to be more effective against it. Furthermore, an improved structural integrity and the ability to detect invisible units. This may not seem to properly reflect the standout defensive feature of the Blacktooth Grin clan, but a line of these plus a band of spearmen can be a quite effective mix. Lots of shiny buttons, too. So I can build a defensive line, but not until I'm clear on what direction the enemy is going to be attacking us from. Can learn Sharpened Tusks. Boulders not upgradable. Effective against buildings and ships, but slow and vulnerable. A different composition of machinery with more resistance towards ranged attacks, including those of enemy catapults or ballista. This ranged resistance counter balances with a weaker exposure towards melee attacks. To ward off this weakness, we design an upgrade for increased armor and sharpened frontal tusks. All for a good price, of course. Interesting. All right, our ogres. Oh, and then our ogres don't become ogre magi, they become ogre tinkers. Which makes sense, because it was saying how Gul'dan didn't trust the magi yet, so now we have different ogres. Up to +2, that's nice. Can learn Dalrend, sturdy ogre, enhanced with heavy armor, which acquires special reworks from Goblin R&D, can be upgraded into an ogre tinkerer. Each defense upgrade increases armor by an additional point. Can benefit from Dalrend Guardian, a special armor plating named by after Dalrend Blackhand. It significantly increases range defense without penalizing movement speed. Okay. Flare Healing Salve and Landmine Healing Salve. Okay. No mana pool. Cool, so they can't use feedback on us. Did it say we were against Stromguard? So we don't have to worry about feedback, but Stromguard doesn't have feedback. Embodiment of Brute Force. Flare is nice. Healing Salve is nice. Just that out-of-combat heal, that's very, very handy. Goblin Landmines. It's good, but dangerous. I'll say that. They're granted only upon graduation. They are but prone to malfunction and will thus break down after some time, so they're timed as well. Okay. Okay, well, we're getting our stronghold out here. Get another pig farm there. I blocked my access to these trees, but it's okay. Did it say our spear throwers could do anything special? Let's get an oil tanker. We got to start getting some oil. The sooner we can get a nice little fleet, the better. All right. I don't know how easy or difficult it will be to hold on to this area. This is done. I'm actually going to, before we get that oil, I'm going to get an alchemist. Again, being able to scout is just so crucial. We got to do it. And then we should be able to build this now. Even just getting a little bit of oil income will be nice. So this is all connected. I wonder if there's a gold mine in the bottom left. Let's build a few more units and then go check. Oh, hello.
The engine's running.
I guess Juggernaut, you can come down here and probably kill those each in one hit.
Systems go.
Okay, this was some good scouting. This was good enough. I'm a little wary of pushing out a little more aggressively at this point. We need a blacksmith and an ogre mound.
Work. I can do that. Work complete. Work.
And then how much for a goblin zeppelin? Soon enough, we'll have it. Getting to tier 3 to get the bonus gold income is also huge. I'm gonna quick save because this is a precarious position we're in where we have to decide, at a certain point we have to start making units, but how much are we gonna need to survive enemy attacks? We won't know until. Let's check this middle island and then check the bottom left and then kind of go out and around, give us a better idea of what's close to us.
I am able to help.
Where were those red guys?
Well done. Immediately.
Well, that's fine. We can just send some normal units down to kill them later.
Slow move.
Allows the wearer to... Oh, okay, so these guys can feed back. I don't think we need that. I think we just need some ogres. And we're going to want a foundry so that we can make a transport. There is a gold mine there. That's pretty handy. Okay, so let's get our foundry here, and then I'll get an oil refinery a little bit further down. Closer to the actual oil. Get 2 more tankers. And... again, I haven't been attacked yet. If I'll get really lucky and catch, again, the direction that their dropships are coming in, then we'll be in good shape. Upgrades. Leaning towards getting that fortress upgrade again sooner rather than later. Okay, they did drop like kind of right on the edge here, and my boats caught it. Very, very, very useful. So that gives us a general idea of where they're coming from. We're finding some enemy boats here. We're finding some enemy oil here. Give me a transport boat. The sooner we can take that other base, the better, though it is a bit... it's aggressive. It's dicey. Okay, there we go. We go fortress again. That gives us extra income. And it's for free, too. It's not that they take more out of the gold mine. It's just a bonus on top of each return, is my understanding of it. Okay, where is my Zeppelin? Where did it end up? Did it get destroyed? Basically, I want to camp that. Let's take these guys and come down here and get rid of these fellas so we can get more lumber harvesting operations set up down there.
Yes.
We don't need that armor just yet, I don't think.
Research complete.
Of course, I just moved these fellas away. Catapults are expensive, that hurts, but, you know, it is what it is. Okay, oil's coming in.
Something you're doing?
Let's go. Oil refinery down here.
Work.
Just get a few more gunboats. We just have to destroy those transport ships before they get too close. There's my Zeppelin. We move this out a little bit to give us that vision. Let's take these guys back over here and see if we can kill those units.
What you want? Okay.
And I'm going to get a lumber mill down here.
Happy to.
I don't have any idle workers. I just need to grab one and put them in that transport. If I take that base, it's possible they'll start dropping on that area, so we have to be cognizant of that. Yeah, these ogres are super solid, it seems like. Okay, bring them back. Leave them down here.
Something you're doing?
Okay, I don't want to commit too much to taking and holding this island. You never know how much you're really going to need, but... all right, boat upgrades, because we got that oil income now. Lumber seems like it's going to be our main issue. It's just a slow harvest. Okay, the sooner we can take this, the better. How much for a town hall? 800 lumber. Oh, hello.
Ready to work.
Engines running.
Being attacked.
Okay, well, that's unfortunate, but it is what it is. Those are coming from, like, a strange angle. We're going to have the... we're going to have the bonus here. Here and here.
Terminated.
Research complete.
What you got?
Destroying our city.
Okay, good.
I'm all geared up.
There's 0-0. We're going to win that. And then we're going to send our next one that's spawning out here. Now we take this base. We really need the lumber income here. Okay, we're good, and let's grab a worker and come up and repair that boat. Absolutely worth holding on to.
We're being attacked. We need more lumber.
Just need a lot of lumber. We can't repair the oil platforms, right?
I am able to help. Bring it on.
Okay, great. And then we'll bring you back and we'll repair you next.
Oh no.
Okay, just getting the extra income from this is going to be fantastic. Do we get boat upgrades? I think we get boat upgrades first. Getting this after we get one more return of oil is going to be huge. There's a decent amount of oil there. Should be good, and we have more oil in the upper left that we can take. Yeah, let's get cannons. We can queue up ship armor. Dalren Guardian seems fantastic. I will take that. I'm going to get one more Zeppelin. Oh, the Tinker training is here. Oh, that makes sense. Hang on. All right, let me grab this and kind of camp them up here.
I am able to help. Something you're doing?
And then repair here. And we'll move out and we'll make sure we defend our oil platform. Okay, burrows. Let's get crazy. Queue up a ton of them. Can't get to those trees, right? They're technically off the map. Finish that. He's so confused. There and there. There we go. Sharpened tusks I don't need right now. Let's grab melee weapons, and then we'll get shields for that Da Rend. Oh, yeah, perfect. And then we'll get a few more workers. Oh, yeah, okay. Now our income's going to be popping off. Again, the issue is just staying alive while we wait. More ogre juggernauts to defend the coast here. I mean, they shoot really slow, though, so they're not really the best, I think, for stopping transport ships, because transport ships are just going to go right by them, so we're actually going to want to get some gunboats. Okay, this is pretty much... I think this area has already paid for itself, so, like, no matter what happens, this area is fine. I am going to get, I think, another shipyard up here. So that way we can build boats twice as fast, and we can get some oil from this location. Of course you can. Oh, look at that. Look at that transport. Okay, pivot. Never mind. Okay, build another transport. We're going to rebuild that now that we know that that's happening. We might be able to just hide. Wonder if we can sneak a barracks down here. Probably should have done that in the first place, but, you know, it is what it is. Please get in the boat, I beg of you. We're not going to save that town hall, but I built the transport ship as fast as I could. Oh, we might just be able to save it. Okay, cool. And then let's go ahead and get ogre whatever training. That's no problem. Our income is good. Let's just get a bunch of juggernauts to sit up here. And then you guys pivot. Okay, finish this barracks so that we can build some units, and then towers are going to be pretty effective, I think, against these guys because they can't slow down the tower attack speed. I don't think. Okay, repair this. I would still like to build that shipyard up here, if possible. Okay, and then we get the balm whatever. Get some extra tinkers to just sort of sit here, and then build some extra tinkers to just sort of sit here. Cool. Okay, so we have income from both sections. Lumber income is slow. We can transfer down here. This area should be fine against anything they send against it because we have a huge... we have a huge advantage. Okay, that's healing salve. E. Okay, nice. It's similar to the Lord of Night stuff. Okay, he's healing, but it's slow. I'm scared to build those goblin towers because I feel like they're going to damage my own stuff, you know? I don't even know if... I think the graduate training... Lord Perenolde II mentioned that does improve the mana pool. Well, actually, no, they don't have a mana pool. Whatever. We had plenty of gold, so I got it. Let's grab shields. I'll grab these sharpened tusks. We have all these upgrades. Let's send this extra worker to sit down here. And then down here. And then pig farms. Okay, and then we're going to build a big old invasion force here momentarily. We need a lot of transports. Once those are done. Well, we're waiting for burrows.
Work complete.
There we go. Okay.
More lumber.
There, yeah, 1-0. We're going to win that engagement, so we'll pop some gunboats out here to destroy these. These are defending us from drops, I think.
All parts accounted for.
Okay, yeah, we got some lumber happening. This is repaired nicely. Let's repair this so that we have it for later.
All parts accounted for.
Okay, I'm thinking we have to take these juggernauts and pivot them up here.
Engine's running. What you got? Yeah, baby.
I mean, we could at least try and keep this thing alive, so we
I'm on top.
run it around.
Research complete.
I'm all geared up.
It's easy to run from battleships, at least.
Something.
Okay, so repair this, then repair this.
Oh no.
It's no problem.
Get on.
Now we build oil tankers. I don't think we even need that many oil tankers. Well, how much is left on this? A decent amount. We have pretty much every other upgrade available. There's really nothing else to be built, unless I'm misunderstanding something here. We can't get fancy rangers or anything like that. Again, it seems like trees in the long run are going to be our only issue. But we have a lot of trees here, and I'm thinking we just need a big old fleet to blockade whatever we're looking for. So let's send you up along the top.
Being attacked. I am able to help.
Okay, so I think that these juggernauts basically need to stay here, and then meanwhile we're going to make a different fleet
Research
that's going to hang out sort of over here. It's going to be mostly juggernauts.
complete.
Yeah, and it seems like lumber is going to be our only thing that we're missing.
Systems go.
Ready to work. Work complete. I am being attacked.
Run. Good running. Good running. You did a good run.
Lay my hands.
Yeah, they have a pretty big fleet. We could try and snipe all of their shipyards.
Research.
We don't have to kill everything. We just have to find that island and then build on it, right? It's got to be. I remember seeing the knights on that island. It's got to be that. So I was gonna say they just barely snuck through. So yeah, we got to build some gunboats to just sit there and take those out.
Yes.
Care for a cocktail?
Okay. And I'm thrilled with this healing salve. That's really handy. Again, out of combat healing is so nice.
I can handle that.
4 should be more than enough.
All parts accounted for.
Oh no.
Okay, so now we start building the fleet. I also built some transports, and I don't know where they ended up. But we're looking good. Our income's popping off. We have so much gold that's stockpiled, and that's good, because that's what we need. There is some lumber still left to be mined.
Wanna blow something up? Don't
Really,
rush.
we just need enough units that can land on this island and start, taking the, picking stuff off. I'm going to build some additional zeppelins. Over there is fine. And then you, Zeppelin, just look around this area. Give me a general idea of what's going on. Your life will be forfeit, but... And then we'll bring some workers in. We'll build some barracks here. We can build some towers.
In the face of danger.
We're being attacked.
Yeah, a lot of knights. They are +3, but they have 0 armor. In fact, I don't even know if they can get armor. I think that was kind of a thing. Yeah, see, none of this is connected. We might be able to go along the edges and destroy their shipyards to stop them from being able to drop. That sort of feels against the spirit of the mission, and I'd rather just drop on this and, just do it, make it happen. Okay, shipyard and shipyard. Yeah, let's get... Oh, we can make turtles, too. Oh, no, troll destroyers versus gunboats. What's the difference? Coastal support and naval combat. I mean, I'm just going to make the goblin gunboats because they're neater.
Research complete.
Yeah, juggernaut me, please. I think these guys have to stay here to make sure that this area doesn't go down. Gold mine is gone.
What you want?
My only hope is that there's going to be a gold mine here, maybe, that we can use. Yeah, that's pretty much mined out. I guess we'll bring some of these peons with us, because I mean I can't use them. If there's no trees to harvest, I can't use them anywhere. That's kind of the issue. Let's go and come and check along the bottom here and see there might be another island here-ish. Let's quick save. This is going pretty well.
You'll love my new recipe.
Master? Yes?
Okay, get in there.
What do you want?
Honestly, they can kill some of my peons. I don't need them. Free up my supply. Oh, hello. Okay, cool. I'm gonna take this group of juggernauts and start destroying a landing zone. Is this all connected? Because, like, taking this area and destroying their barracks and stuff all seems positive. We take out some of their oil situation here. Yeah, I think this is all... Okay, we have a pretty good idea of what's going on along the coast here, I think. Bring these fellas up.
I am able to help. We're being attacked. For the tribes.
Please tell me we can hit these.
Well done.
Please? Is it destroyed?
Bring it on.
Yeah, that's wreckage. Okay, back up, lure it out.
Oh no. Our gold mine has collapsed.
Okay, we have no more gold income. That's okay for now. Yeah, I don't need the Hand of Mame here.
I am able to help. Oh no.
Okay.
For the tribes. Bring it on. I am able to help.
Load these up.
Ready to brew.
Let's bring them over. And then... Yeah, I swear I built a bunch of transports and I don't know where they are.
Bring it on. Oh no.
Yeah, you guys can stay there. This group is fine. You guys just harvest lumber.
What you want?
I can't quite fit a barracks. We're just going to have to drop some ogres. And that's okay. What we'll do is we'll just lure that stuff to the coast. Man, losing the catapults the way I did was stupid of me. But it's alright. It happens. And that was at the very beginning. Again, you always kind of take that risk of, like, how long can I afford to wait before I build anything?
Oh no. Bring it on. I am able.
And do our best to lure these to the coast.
Bring it on. Yes. I am able to help. Bring it on. Oh no.
Then we take them out. Let's load these dudes up. 2 more. Anything else? No other upgrades? Oh yeah, we're looking good. It's just, again, it's slow going now. We have to make sure we maintain enough money to actually build the defenses that we need to make progress here. I know you guys can repair that.
I am able to help. Immediate.
3v1 plus they're not up. Oh, they are upgrading their boats. It's just slow. That's good. I feel like I've been making decent time on these missions, and it disallows the enemy from, like, really balling out of control, which is super important. Kill. Kill. Then...
We're being attacked.
drop these dudes off. Again, their defensive upgrades might actually be fantastic versus Stromguard. They might actually be really good.
Oh no. I am able.
Okay, that one's really low, so we keep you off to the side.
Start. I am able to help. Oh no.
In fact, let's send you back down here. You can get repaired.
Wanna blow something up? You got it. Don't rush me. Hurry, I've got things to blow up.
Perfect.
You got it. I'll shake that right up.
Okay, that Manticore that's dealing damage to us is killer, but...
I'll get that mixed up. Whoa.
Okay, well, as expected,
Oh no.
Stromguard is insane. Let's...
What you want?
Wait, hello? Okay.
Something
Let's see if we can sneak a barracks in right here.
happy to.
Hmm.
Be happy
He's like patrolling back and forth.
Bring it on. Oh, now.
Okay, repair this boat.
I am able to help.
Gotta get rid of this tower. I mean, we're just taking it slow and steady here, like I said. Oh, come on. I know you can sink it. I know you can sink it.
We're being attacked.
Well, I don't really need this area anymore, do I? But a little frustrating.
Bring it on.
Cool. Then we come up here. We destroy that tower. Build a bunch more ogre tinkers. We make another run.
You want. Bring it on. Death to the enemy.
And once we actually build that area, they're going to get really upset, right? I'm saving my money because I'm going to build a big army on the island itself. But it probably would be better to make a navy that can blockade them, that stops them from dropping at all. Good work.
For the tribe.
Come on over here. It's actually tempting to just wipe out there. It would honestly, the only reason I'm not doing this is because it would be slower. I feel like I should just go around and destroy all their shipyards. It's just these things are so slow and unwieldy, I'm reluctant to use them.
Death to the enemies of the whole.
Come on, I know you can hit him.
Well done.
Not quite.
Immediate.
Losing a juggernaut hurts.
Well done.
Getting rid of these things is really useful, though.
Well done.
There we go. I mean, I could be macroing like crazy on the back of this. It's just I'm very hesitant to spend my money. That's all. Very hesitant to spend my money because I know that I'm going to need it in a very specific way as time goes on. So that's why I don't.
Attacked. Immediate. I am able to help. Bring it on. I am able to.
All right, that should do it.
Wanna blow something up?
Then we got this coming out.
Ready to brew.
I guess repairing isn't doing great for my stockpiled money either. We can bring this dude up. I just have to get rid of those knights that are running back and forth. I think part of the problem of these walls... I don't want to destroy them because I can use them to my advantage.
I am able to help.
But my ogres couldn't get in to properly engage earlier. So let's do this.
I am able to bring it on. I am able to help.
It just depends on where they're going to drop to try to stop us. Transport boat, hello? Why did it just stop? I think when I queued up the drop command, it just decided it was like, oh, I can't get there, so goodbye. There's a bunch of different ways that I can imagine doing this better,
Your love.
but now I feel like I'm sort of committed to this, so this is how I'm doing it.
You got it.
We're just going to bomb in here. We're going to set up some barracks. We'll set up some towers.
I'll shake that right up.
Okay, cool. Done. Now, we're going to get 2 barracks. Is there anything else that I need to build that I could build units out of? Just the barracks, right, with this faction?
We're being attacked. Happy to.
Wanna blow something up? Your love.
I think I'm getting attacked by
I'll get that mixed up.
something? Did I lose it? I thought I...
Taste my fiery potions.
I don't know. It's fine.
Don't rush me.
Destroying our city.
I'll shake
Can
that
destroy that.
What do you want?
Again, if this goes down, it's fine.
right. Don't rush me.
4 knights is kind of rough. Yeah, we're going to lose that, but that's okay.
Wanna blow something up?
Build a fortress on the island. I mean, this is technically the island, right? Do I need to build it? I can't build it on the actual...
I can do that.
Yeah, that's fine. Can we multi-build? No.
Happy to. Yes. Work. Okey dokey. We're being attacked.
Okay, do something like this. Get some spear throwers. Perhaps too many spear throwers. That's going fine. I think we just want to spread these out a little bit, because they're probably going to come from this direction. Like, the direction wherever their shipyards are is the direction they're going to come from, I imagine. Okay, stronghold. And keep in mind, we're pretty much out of income, so anything I build now is permanent.
Yes, my life for the Horde. What do you want, Loktar?
Okay, these are going to be really good against archers. I wish I could build walls, then I could just build, you know, fill in these gaps. I could fill them in with pig farms. They'll still just drop there.
I am able to help.
Again, I've blockaded my little island here. This island is destroyed, and I don't need it anymore, so don't worry about it. Bring these dudes down here.
I am able to help.
And having these dudes by the coast so that when they drop units, they're going to get hit by battleship fire. Maybe I overdid this, I don't know. Now we go fortress, and we can't really afford much else of anything, but it's going to be what it's going to be. I think we want to put these battleships more up here, because that's the direction they're going to drop on us from. I assume when this is done, we have to hold out. That's what it seemed like, and then it's because it said hold out until they retreat.
Let's roll out.
That's not a shipyard. The shipyard is up here. I'm going to move these guys over in this direction. I'm going to take these. Okay. Yeah, and then hold out for 10 minutes. All right, that's fine. Well, I thought I was doing, you know, decent in terms of time, but this is... It's fine. We're doing fine. And then these things take less damage.
We're being attacked. Oh no.
Well, at least make an effort to defend yourself.
I am able to help.
Ah, see, they're almost 2-2 on their boats. So the faster you do this, the better. Again, if you want to retain that naval supremacy. I have, like, no defense at any, like, my main base or anything. I mean, I have a little area up here. And frankly, this might just be my new main base, because I don't need the areas down at the bottom.
Work complete. Work complete.
So, like, with that in mind, just build a little tech down here, and as they destroy that stuff, it doesn't matter, because we'll be able to rebuild stuff here. All right.
What do you love?
I have a lot of idle grunts, but unless I was going to transport them back and forth, I'm not too thrilled on... I mean, I can bring some up here, but there's nothing to harvest.
Yes.
We can use them to repair, but we don't have much money.
They're destroying our city. We're being attacked.
It's all just, like, silly boats. I mean, I can use these guys to go down and...
You're terminated.
100... Yeah, I think these are all the same. It's just we can make the goblin boats, but they're just named different. They're the same as the troll destroyers.
They're destroying our city.
Oh, sorry, buddies. Now, if I could load them in the boats quickly and get away before we get hit, that would... There we go. Okay, good. Drop them off here. I also noticed when the walls are destroyed, they leave, like, this lingering smoke. It's not a big deal, but it is a little silly. I wasn't sure if maybe this timer would kick off some, like, hyper-moded enemy, but it doesn't seem like it. It seems like they're content to just chill. I've got all my tech set up here, so... Yeah, these apparently attack super fast. That's cool. I can't even build normal towers if I wanted to, but I don't think I would.
Oh no.
It said to mix in spear throwers with goblin towers, so that's what I did. I don't know how an enemy could really get through this amount of stuff without a bunch of catapults. Maybe what I'll do is take these guys and... No, they're going to come from the direction of the shipyards, which is where we want to be putting the gunboats, because those can attack... Their projectiles, I don't think, can miss. Oh, there we go. Okay. Is it? Are you minimum ranged? What's going on here?
Death to the enemies of the Horde.
What the heck?
Death to the enemy. Oh no.
Well, that was very wasteful, but you know what? Just move these over here, because now we know.
I am able to help. Oh no.
Quick save. I guess let's just sit here together as we wait for the timer to slowly tick down, because this is kind of one of those situations where, I don't know, maybe we don't have enough, and technically we've already lost. There's really no way for me to know. It's fine. Whatever happens, happens. I have it saved from much earlier, so, you know, we'll work with that one. We can use our extra cash. It's Sunday evening. This video's coming out the following Tuesday. The last video I also recorded like the night before it needed to go out, so anytime I'm doing that, I feel like I'm maybe playing a little worse. I don't know. This has gone fine. You have to keep in mind, I don't know what... I mean, I played Warcraft 2 years and years and years ago, so I don't remember any of these maps. I have no map knowledge, so, you know, I do my best. I think one thing I do in Warcraft 2 that people don't like is I stockpile a lot of money. And the reason I do that is, again, because sometimes you need to spend that money very specifically later on in the mission. So I'm reluctant to spend it all as I get it like I would in a more modern RTS, because it's a lot less consistent and replenishable in these maps. So I'm like, well, I had like 30,000 resources, but, you know, I'm probably going to want to spam towers on this middle island once we, you know, et cetera, et cetera. So good. Okay, we're sinking those on their way in.
All systems go. I can handle that.
Perfect.
What you got?
But in any case, I don't know. A series like this isn't really one where I'm that concerned about, like, oh, Jay Barino, you need to very specifically use this strategy. Like, in many cases, if you don't use the strategy that is, you know, being hinted at in the maps themselves, you're going to lose. So in that way, I figure as long as I can win, everything's going to be fine. Please tell me both of these are attacking. Good. Good. Oop. No, not that one. Attack him! I've noticed I'm having some issues clicking some of these units. Sometimes my units will move at them rather than actually attack them. It just has to do with the selection boxes. It's not that big of a deal, but sometimes it's noticeable. It's okay either way. Come on down here and repair my boats. And my boats.
The engine's running. I'm all geared up. I'm all geared up.
But yeah, I guess, I don't know, it's hard to articulate. I guess the only word I could really use for a project like this, which is, I mean, it's exactly how Warcraft 1 and 2 worked, so huge commendations to the creator for nailing this, which is a lot of old RTS and old games in general were very particular. Like, they required something very particular from the player. It wasn't like, if you're fast enough, you'll always be able to react, you'll always be able to win. A lot of it is you have to know the right strategy from the beginning. And that usually required you to, you know, replay the map and know things about the map. Oh, good. We got rid of the siege weaponry first. All right, let's see how this goes. Good. Okay.
You got it.
That was fine.
I'll shake that right up. Blow something up.
We're being attacked. Yes.
You'll love my new recipe.
And that's something that it's not as common anymore. Like, to have that sort of feeling. Oh, sorry, buddy. So it's a special kind of reward to win, but at the same time, sometimes when you lose or you feel like you're performing very poorly, it feels kind of like crap, because you're at a certain point you're like, well, what was I supposed to do? Like, I only had X number of trees on my flippin' middle island, and like, did I need to rush boats? Sometimes you need to rush boats. Sometimes you need to rush units because they're dropping on you really fast. Sometimes you need to be really greedy economically and take the island expansion. And you never know what order you need to do those in until it's too late usually. So you sort of take a risk. I took a risk. It worked this time. It was fine. Sometimes it doesn't pay off and you have to restart. And that's just sort of how I feel like, again, a lot of these more particular older maps tended to go. And I kind of like that to an extent, right? As long as it doesn't feel too cheap. And this doesn't feel too cheap or anything like that. Oh yeah, there's that old... Yeah, that explosion sound is perfect. Please shoot, I beg of you.
What you got? I'm all geared up. Let's roll out. Yeah, baby. What you got?
Okay, let's repair these.
Yes. Oh no. I am a
Minute 30? I would say normally, well, at this point we've basically won, unless they were right on top of the fortress. But the combat happens so fast here, it's spooky. Anyway, I'm basically just trying to say, These games are particular, and my enjoyment of them is also kind of particular in that way. And I think that this remake is balanced in a way to be, first and foremost, enjoyable, like fun, right? I don't think, like, Warcraft 2, some of the missions were not necessarily designed to feel fun at times, in the sense that it felt like BS when you realize, like, oh, I needed to do this in this really specific way, otherwise there was just no way I could have possibly won. You just need to go in and sort of fail to understand what that particular need is, and then you can succeed. I think this is, like, similar in, like, old Command & Conquer. Maybe the original StarCraft, but not as much, I don't think. The original StarCraft felt a lot more reactive. You could succeed without prior map knowledge, but with excelling play. Warcraft 2, it feels like you could be really good at the game, but you wouldn't necessarily win every map, just if there was something really particular that you didn't know about. Yeah, I don't know. I'm just riffing on this because we're waiting for this timer to go out. We did win. I was expecting more persistent waves. Not that I want there to be more persistent waves. This worked out really well. I think maybe what could make something like this a little more engaging is you have more frequent waves that are smaller. Like, you have a transport here, and here, and here. So, like, ideally, the player probably couldn't plan for all of them. But they're only dropping off small numbers of units. Instead of you have one, it comes in and it drops off like a big slew of stuff. That way, it kind of keeps the mission moving without feeling there's really long gaps of not much happening. That's just a recommendation. Now, that's a lot harder to program and, you know, have it feel engaging. And sometimes, you know, the scripts might break, or, you know, any number of things could happen the more complicated you make it. But I don't remember how the original of this functioned. I expected, I think, a huge onslaught at the end, and I'm thankful there wasn't one, but we succeeded nonetheless. Either way, it's all good. All right, thanks everyone for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.